You're such an asshole.
My goodness, after the heroic Cappy drove across the United States in 2 days, he might actually be caught up on asshole consulting as well. I even watered the plants. He watered the plants. Hey, asshole, I'm 25, about to be 26. I'm in the Navy, still training to become a nuclear something or other. I'm not going to give too much details. I know you want to be kept anonymous. My contract will be roughly up by the time I'm 30. When I had my IQ tested, I was the higher 130s, low 140s. You're in my domain, dude. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Well, not any. I mean, there's like quantum physics, I think, is where. My biggest dilemma is that I wasted some of my time in my early 20s going to school for math and physics, rather than pushing to get some sort of worthwhile degree. I don't know if you wasted your time. You got to study math and physics anyway to get any worthwhile degree with that IQ of yours. My biggest question is what realistically I should major in using my GI Bill after I get out. I'll be in my 30s and wanting to just get working as soon as possible and not waste time in more education. I love math and working with numbers. Finance and analytics interest me, but I really want to make good money and be an actual asset to a company or just in general. You know, get rid of that. I want to be an asset to the company. No, no, no. You rape your employer. You rape your employer. Okay? You get as much money as you possibly. Be a good employee. Be an asset in that regard. Be productive. But you're not, none of this team rah-rah bullshit. Okay? They will fucking dump your ass if they can save a nickel. All right? So you watch Fistful of Dollars with Clint Eastwood playing the two gangs against each other. That's kind of what you want to be. You're in finance and analytics. Any advice on what I could go into specifically? All right, look. I'm going to, not you, and I understand, but most, I'm finding out most. A fair amount of people want me to make these decisions for them. That's what it is. And I can't make these decisions for you. I can put you in a general area, but everybody has to sit the fuck down and evaluate themselves, take inventory of their likes and dislikes, and spend weeks at minimum, more likely months, thoroughly researching the different career paths, education, consequences, basically different professions. What's it like being a chemical engineer? What's it really like being a computer programmer? All right? I can't say, oh yeah, you, Bob, you're an electrical engineer. Phil, you're a chemical engineer. Amy, you're petroleum. And Bobby, you go do data analytics. I can't make, you know yourself, and you know what? You got to invest the time. So while if you're in the Navy, I presume you're on a boat, go fire up the Google and start doing some research. Good place to start is to search Matt Trans Channel, Engineered Truth. See if he has interviewed somebody in a field that you're prospectively interested in. But with that IQ, dude, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And that's what's great about being smart. You get to choose which high-paying field you want to go into. Some are higher paying than others. Some, you know, are susceptible to the whims of the economy. Like petroleum engineers don't make as much as they did like 5-6 years ago. So, but with that IQ, man, you can do whatever you want. Now, you seem to be leaning towards finance. You do not want to major in finance. If you're going to go into the realm of finance, you still would like to work in that realm, I would recommend data analytics, big data, and you're going to do a lot of programming, a lot of computers, a lot of computer science. But honestly, with that IQ, I'd really hate to see you waste your time on that. You wouldn't be wasting your time, you'd be compensated. But if that's your interest, you'd be maybe actuaries, insurance industry. But with that IQ and you working in the nuclear field, have you thought about nuclear engineering? That's not exactly a super high-paying one because we're not exactly building a ton of nuclear reactors. But if you like physics and math, boy, nuclear engineering is probably where you'd want to be, at least in terms of intellectual reward. Maybe not super high pay, but it's a STEM field. If you want to do this finance and analytics, that's going to be more your programming, big data, computer programming, modeling. That would Venn diagram over into actuarial science if you'd want to go become an actuary. I can't tell you what to do, man. I can tell you what not to do, and that is dumbass shit like the liberal arts and the humanities and and anything that doesn't have a paycheck after it. Anything that has hairy armpitted women, you should probably avoid. Not should, you need to. But yeah, man, it's whatever you want. Nuclear engineering, chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, any of the engineerings, not environmental and not biological engineering. No. We don't do that. No. But how would I get into med school? So you got your work cut out for you, which I can't do. I can't make that decision. Go and research all these different fields that I just mentioned, and you know what? You're Is there no downtime in the military? I gotta wait till I get out of the military to go to college. Really? You don't have free education? You don't have programs you can avail yourself of? You can't knock out your prereqs? You can't start taking classes to sample it now? While you're in the military, you said it's in by the time you're 30, you're getting out. All right, that's 4 years from now. Well, in that 4 years' time, one, go and evaluate yourself and figure out what you really like. Explore, take online classes for free. Go to Udemy, go to Khan's Academy, just research. Two, while you're there, maybe take a class in computer programming. Online or however it is that you take it. Go and see what accredited college classes you can take while you're sitting out there in the ocean on your rubber raft. Maybe a little bit more than rubber. Your heavily armed rubber raft. And then take some, so by the time you get out, you got a really good idea of what you want. You really know what you're getting into. You've trialed and errored a couple classes. You got some broad scope of skills in terms of programming, and you're brushed up on your calc and your linear algebra and whatever else. And then you know, maybe instead of 4 years in your full GI Bill, you're only going to use 2 years of your GI Bill and 2 years of your time. And then you're looking at, well, I got a little bit left over on my GI Bill. Maybe I go get myself a master's in a legitimate field. And then you're talking real stability. I wouldn't say a lot of money, but lots of stability. It's not bad to have a master's degree in the right field. So yeah, I wish I could say, oh yeah, Bob, you obviously are a civil engineer. Obviously, Bob, I can't do that. But you do get a discount because you're in the military. All right, questions, answers, AskSoConsulting.com. Check out the links below. There's links to my books. Germane to this topic would be the book Worthless, The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. Read Bachelor Pad Economics. Go get all those other books. They're all down below. And if you're bored in the Navy and you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs, they make great books. You could get wisdom in the middle of the Pacific. All right, see you guys later. Toodles.